WeWork wasn't just a company, it was a movement. At least, that's how it was sold. By 2019, this co-working startup had skyrocketed to a $47 billion valuation. Its founder, Adam Neumann, was being compared to Steve Jobs and Elon Musk. The future of work, they said, was here. And then, almost overnight, it all fell apart. This is the story of how hype, hubris, and a whole lot of money created one of the most spectacular collapses in startup history. It all started in New York City, 2010. Two men, Adam Neumann and Miguel McKelvey, had an idea. What if office space wasn't cold, dull, or isolating? What if it felt inspiring, communal, even cool? They launched WeWork with a simple model. Lease large office buildings, chop them up, rent them to startups, freelancers, and anyone else tired of cubicles. It worked. The spaces were beautiful. The coffee was free. And the vibe? Pure startup energy. People loved it. Investors loved it even more. And no one loved it more than SoftBank. Flush with billions, the Japanese tech investment giant pumped over $10 billion into WeWork, helping it grow like wildfire. In just a few years, WeWork expanded to over 100 cities across the globe. Neumann was talking about building schools, housing communities, even reinventing how people live. WeWork wasn't just an office company anymore. It was becoming a religion. And Adam Neumann? He was its prophet. But here's the thing. WeWork wasn't making money. Not even close. The company's expenses were enormous. It locked itself into long-term leases, then subleased those spaces on short-term contracts. When the economy boomed, it looked fine. But if things turned south, it was a house of cards. Even so, Neumann pushed forward. He lived large. Private jets, luxury homes, a $60 million retreat house. He trademarked the word "we" and then sold it back to his own company for nearly $6 million. Yes, really. And yet, somehow, the illusion held. Until 2019. That's when WeWork filed for its IPO. For the first time, the public got to see what was under the hood. The numbers were shocking. Billions in losses. A business model bleeding cash. Conflicts of interest. Questionable loans. And a CEO with almost total control. Wall Street panicked. Media headlines turned brutal. Investors who once praised Neumann now wanted him out. The IPO was pulled. The company's valuation collapsed from $47 billion to just around $8 billion. Adam Neumann stepped down. SoftBank tried to clean up the mess. They laid off thousands, sold off side businesses, cut expansion plans, and tried to steer WeWork back to reality. But the damage was done. WeWork had become a symbol, a cautionary tale of a tech world high on charisma and low on discipline, of a business that called itself a disruptive, when really it just rented office space, of investors chasing vision while ignoring fundamentals, and of a founder whose confidence blurred into delusion. Today, WeWork still exists, but it's a shell of its former self. The company filed for bankruptcy in 2023, trying to renegotiate its leases and stay afloat. It's no longer a global movement, just another office provider, fighting to survive. But its story will be studied for years, not just because of the billions lost, but because it asks a bigger question. What happens when ambition outpaces reality? This was the rise and fall of WeWork.